So look, you see a little bit else up there about me on the charts, but what I want to do is talk about our new Rotary International president, the second only woman president for Rotary International, Jennifer Jones, of course, 2 years ago. Then Gordon McAnally, our just immediate past president, and now Stephanie Urchick from Pennsylvania. Women are taking over the world, folks, so let's make it happen and keep it coming. So look, on behalf of Stephanie and myself, I first want to say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Every day you put the hours in, the dedication, the planning. What you do here is tremendous. You've got a great club. As Wynn said, I was a member of this club back in 2009 until I got transferred to North Carolina. So what a great organization you have. And again, I can't say thank you enough for everything you do for your community here and your community worldwide. This club puts a lot of money into it. Thank you again. And you just put the volunteer hours in. So good job. Keep up the great work. Let's not slow down now, as your President Greg said. Invite somebody to help have some fun with you. All right, you've all seen the mission statement of Rotary. Maybe you haven't. This is our mission statement. Bottom line is, together, people create change. We make the world a better place. You make the world a better place. You know, when I met with our district assistant governors, had 14 of them there, I said, look, you are the third most important person in Rotary. Okay? President, second most important person in Rotary. Number one is you. You are the most important people in Rotary. You are the magic of Rotary. And it's not by some magic wand. It's not by, smoke and mirrors. You're the magic of Rotary because of the hard work, the dedication, the money that you support this organization with. And when I say this organization, I'm talking about a worldwide organization of 1.2 million members. You're part of that. It's a great organization. For 3 years, it was the #1 charitable organization in the world. For 15 years now, we have been a 4-star charity navigator, 100% charity. You can only get 4 stars. And we've been there for 15 years. We just got the 2023 numbers in. We again are a 4-star, 100% transparent organization. 92 cents of every dollar that you donate to the foundation goes to supporting Rotary functions, supporting worldwide needs, and so many needs out there. And to the polio eradication. Only the second disease in the world to be eradicated from this earth. What a great, great opportunity. 300,000 cases of polio when we started this project a year. Today, 27 cases. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Give yourself a hand. So, our good president, Stephanie Urchick, okay, not married, no children. She considers each and every one of you a family member. You are her family. And like any family, we'll have our squabbles. Once in a while, we'll bat heads. Our club's 56 years old, not like yours, but we have a few members who started that club. And every now and then, we've always done it this way. Camp comes out, and then we get some new people, right? With new ideas, fresh ideas, and we bat heads once in a while. And so we bring it to the board, we vote on it, and we move on, because we have each other's back. We support one another like family. And so, again, I thank you for supporting us in everything we do. And those 7 areas of focus that Rotary gives us focus for. Now, you can do a lot of things locally and not have to be within those 7 areas, but if you're going to do an international project, as y'all just did, and we were happy to contribute to that. I don't know if you remember, about 6 weeks ago, I was here giving y'all a check. So thanks for doing what you do. Because, you know, we're a small club. 48 members now, we should be a lot bigger than that, but we're working it. Those 7 areas of focus, specifically the one y'all worked on was disease, okay, curing diseases. All right, Rotary International, her priorities. One of my jobs is to come out here and espouse what she wants you to do as her representative. All right, advance the Rotary Action Plan. What the heck is the Rotary Action Plan? Okay, so we have our newest member here. In about 2 weeks, she's going to give you a 10-minute dissertation on what the Rotary Action Plan is all about. All right? The junior-most member, I always pick on the junior-most member to do that so they can learn a lot more about Rotary. Actually, I'm going to help her out. Okay? Engagement. We have to keep our members engaged. On average, 15% of every club will lose that number of members from there. So we're in the negative every year. You know, when I was a recruiting battalion commander for Louisiana and Mississippi, I had, 140 recruiters that had to go out and make a mission every month. We started at 0 every month, okay? The same thing is here. Every year on July 1st, we have the big dip, all right? We're here, and then all of a sudden, we gotta clean the rolls because we gotta pay dues for every member that's still on the rolls as of 31st, or the 1st of July, right? So all of a sudden, we have this big culling going on every year. This year, the goal for member retention and gaining is 100,000 new members. A lofty goal, but we have to do it. Saw a great briefing a while back at our PETS that said, 52 years you got North America. If you don't change what you're doing, Rotary will cease to exist in North America. We are on a decline. So is every other charitable organization in America. Okay, they're on the decline. We got to fix that. We got to change it, and it starts with engagement, making sure the club members we have are active, are engaged, and are having fun. I loved coming here the other day, presenting a $1,000 check to y'all. That was fun. I love going out and meeting the 50 clubs that we have in this district and talking to them about what we're doing and hearing from them during their board meetings and their after meetings about what great and wonderful projects we are doing in our own little communities. Okay? We're engaged. Okay? Let's stay energized. Let's keep doing the good things. We have to expand our reach. We have youngsters out there that live on this thing called a cell phone, right? They have no idea what it means to be part of a group. They have their 2 or 3 close friends that they may see at school. They don't see during the summer, but they TikTok each other, all right? Or whatever the latest app is. My granddaughter throws some apps at me. I have no clue. But we should know because we don't know what they're doing on those apps, all right? So moms and dads out there, we got to watch that. But we got to learn how to talk to these folks, these youngsters. Now we have some great feeder systems, and we have our Early Act, we have our Interact clubs, y'all have 2 of them, okay? We have Rotaract, y'all have one of those. Those are the feeder programs to Rotary. If we're not talking to them about Rotary and about selfless service and about giving back to our communities, okay, we're missing a golden opportunity. We've got to chat with them. We've got to reach them. We got to get them to understand that collaboratively, we can do so much more than individually. They're happy to volunteer, but we got to get them as part of a group and get multipliers out of that. Let's see, impact. You guys are doing great impacts in the world. You guys are doing things internationally, locally. You got projects for almost every month in the next 12 months. It's super. Thank you again for what you're doing. And stay engaged, because that's what keeps members. They joined Rotary, and everyone joined it for a different reason, but you joined Rotary to give back, to support your communities, okay? And you're doing that, so stay engaged with these projects. When you have a new member you want to invite, bring them to a project. Show them what Rotary is all about. These meetings are great. Oh gosh, you guys have a great meal, okay? But show them what we're really about. charitable support, the stuff we're doing to support our community, both near and far. Okay? You guys supporting near. You got all kinds of local projects. Okay? But you're also supporting far. This is an international organization that needs you. That needs the folks to go to Africa, that needs people to go to India, that needs people to go to Myanmar. I mean, there are places in this world that need help. Our poorest of poor aren't a match to the poor that are out there in the world. Not that we should not take care of our own, because I'm a firm believer charity begins at home. And we're going to talk about that in just a second. And adapt. Okay, we got to adapt ourselves. We have a new, model going out there. I mean, we just brought a young lady in, super lady, met her at the airport. She's non-binary. Came in from Japan, supporting our youth exchange program. She's having a blast in her high school in Lafayette. Now, I'm supposed to call her they, them, right? We've got to figure that out. Okay? It's a new world that we've got to get adapted to. Okay? So we've got to figure it out. But one way we've got to figure it out is to bring our youth in and talk to them. Let's invite them. Let's be a welcoming club. All right? We're going to talk about that a little bit too. Okay, so peace polls. Y'all are doing it. Thank you, Greg. Thank you, Baton Rouge. We are doing peace polls. One of my goals is to set 10%. It's also one of Stephanie's goals. Peace polls are a way to bring the community together. Come to our district conference in April 25th at 7:30 in the morning. I'm going to have all the community leaders from Ascension Parish and Gonzales, and we're going to plan a peace poll. We're going to already have it planned, but we're going to talk about it. We're going to unveil it, okay? And we're going to talk about peace. We're going to spend an hour before the conference starts with all our leaders coming together. We may sing Kumbaya, okay? Or Amazing Grace or something. We're going to have our church leaders. We're going to have our community leaders, our folks who have been the elected officials of that city and that parish. And we invite you, because all the people who are coming to the conference are going to be there also. That's how we're going to start our conference, by talking about charity begins at home. Well, so does peace. And let me tell you, we need some peace talking. You know, our Democrats won't talk to Republicans and vice versa, and independents won't talk to anybody. We got to change the dynamic. We got to start talking, okay? And get off TikTok and let's talk together. Let's chat with one another and let's talk about peace. Let's fix this world right here, and then we can talk about peace in the world. Then we can talk about Gaza and Ukraine and Myanmar and so many other places in the world that, as a military member, I went around to see. Okay? There's some really hot spots out there still. You know, we got sword rattling going on all over the world, and we're sending our youngsters out all over the world to support it. So let's talk about peace locally and then work on it. Human trafficking, you guys right here in Baton Rouge are taking this on. We've got a great education program that we're doing district-wide, trying to get to our youngsters. The day of you can't take candy from a stranger is behind us. We've got to expand the knowledge. We've got to expand the talk. We've got to let people know there's a dangerous world out there. The I-10 corridor between Houston and New Orleans, #1 human trafficking corridor in the United States. We've got to let our kids know about this. We've got to warn them. Okay? We've got to train them. Okay? It's not about taking candy from a stranger anymore. We have kids running away and hanging around in truck stops. Danger. Okay? We've got to train these kids that there's better ways to take care of themselves. All right. You didn't give me a 10-something minute yet. I'm ahead of schedule. Wow. My timer, she wants her 5 minutes, so she's usually really good about keeping me straight. All right, training, you know, we have a mid-year assembly. We do this in January every year, usually around mid-January, end of January time frame. Send your officers up. Bring them over. We're going to do it right here in West Baton Rouge at the conference center in West Baton Rouge. So what a great location, an opportunity for you to do local. We don't have to go all the way to Lafayette. We do, the Learning Center. If you have not been on My Rotary, get there. Sign up if you're not already a member. My Rotary has thousands of courses for you to take, 15, 20 minutes each. When I was a teacher at West Point, I taught for 4 years at the United States Military Academy. I taught public speaking. One of the things we did was open a Toastmasters club there so that people could go out and practice speaking. I don't know if you're familiar with Toastmasters, but Rotary has joined forces with Toastmaster, and you can take courses. They're on the Learning Center on how to do public speaking. Little 3-minute, 5-minute vignettes just to teach you how to get up here and do this. Okay, there I go. Got to talk faster. All right, meeting engagement. We talked about meeting engagement, but here's a great tool: honorary membership. Okay, if your leaders in the community are not already Rotarians, make them so. Bring them in for a meeting and make them an honorary member. If they're going to come speak, have a little certificate for them. You can get them online, okay, and make them an honorary Rotarian. They will advertise for you, okay? They always come with an entourage. And what a great opportunity to say, hey, maybe one of them you'd like to make your representative on the Rotary Club, okay? And so you bring in a new member that way. Honorary membership is a great way. I already mentioned the other way. Bring them to projects. Bring them to fundraisers. Let them see what we do. DEI, don't glaze over. DEI, it's simple, folks. We've been doing it all our lives. The golden rule: do unto others as you would have them do unto you. You treat everyone with dignity and respect. We're only one chromosome away from being apes, all right? We are so much more alike than we are different. Be a welcoming club, all right? If somebody's got their heart in the right place and they're willing to use their hands, who are we to question that? We need to invite them. Bring them in, okay? And bring the young ones with them, okay? Their sons and daughters. Y'all have a great program I heard about this morning where if you're below a certain age, we give you a little break on the dues. What a great way to deal, because let me tell you, if you're a mother with 3 kids or a father with 3 kids, it's a challenge. Our dues are $1,000 a year. That's a lot of money for a young family. We have to figure out a way to reduce that cost. We have to figure out a way to get them here, talk to them about collaborative efforts, and then say, hey, it's not going to be that expensive for you. We need you, okay? So I think that's a great program. Thank you, okay? The budget, we talked about the budget and making sure we have management controls and all that fun stuff. The big M, not McDonald's, okay? Membership, membership, membership. You know, our realtors will tell you location, location, location. In Rotary, it's membership, membership, membership. We got to share this thing. We've got to help Stephanie out. We got to help ourselves out. We have such a great organization. We got to help each other. Let's invite people to be part of this. Okay? There are a lot of leaders out there. There are a lot of professionals out there. There are a lot of people needing mentorship. Okay? We have a mentorship program within our club that says, you know, only one member has to pay for the meals. And you can be a member, a mentor, and a mentoree. All right? So, yeah. There are different ways to make this thing work. We have corporate memberships where only one person who wants to attend the meetings has to be paying for meals. We reduced the cost down to about $150 a year instead of $1,000, because we pay $150 a quarter just for meals. And that's not bad, but you know, $15 is a lot of money for some people every week. 4-way test on DEI. Okay, let me talk about 4-way test. The 4-way test is not for you to judge. The 4-way test is for you to evaluate yourself. Are you meeting the goals and desires of Rotary? Are you, in fact, meeting that 4-way test standard? And who are you to question somebody else's heart? Who are you to say you know what they're going through? You don't. You don't have a clue what's going on at home. You don't have a clue what's going on at work, okay? So the four-way test is for you. Self-evaluation, self-awareness. Let the judging be done, by somebody else, okay? If their heart is in the right place, their hands are ready to help, we want them in the club. We want to invite them. We want to be a welcoming club, okay? The Rotary Foundation. I have one question or one. You guys do great. But there's still a few of you not supporting us, all right? This is all I ask. $100 a year. Every Rotarian, every year. Be a sustaining member, be a sustaining club. That means every Rotarian, every year, $100. $25 a quarter. This is not mandatory. Donating to the Rotary Foundation is voluntary. But I'm asking you, please support. And we have a thing called Rotary Direct, where you don't even have to know what's coming out. You fill out a little form, and it comes out automatically from your paycheck. I've been doing it since I started in 2009. I'm a major donor, okay? Which means I've given over $10,000. Okay, that's $100 a month I do. $85 a month gives it to you once a year. You get a nice little pin, all right? We had a couple do, thank you. Okay, gets a little stone every year, you get a little stone. First 5 years, you get a little sapphire each year that you donate $1,000, okay? After that, you get a ruby up until you're a major donor. Then you do 10,000, then you gotta do 25,000, and then, they have ways to recognize you all the way to the top. Till you're Arch Clump Society member, $1 million member, so on. I love seeing the news here. I love hearing from our local news guy. Let's talk about Rotary. Let's advertise what we're doing. You guys have a great billboard out there. I love it. I love it. I go by there and I see Rotary. I say, yes. Okay. I'm amazed a number of people don't have a clue what Rotary is. So we got to keep getting the word out there. When we do a project, we got to have the wheel everywhere. Wear your Rotary shirts. Okay? Get a little polo shirt, wear it to work, whatever, if they allow you. I understand. You got to put your name on there. That's understood. But when you're out there shopping, wear a Rotary shirt. Okay? People of Action. All those those shirts are everywhere. You can buy them online, whatever. They're cheap. Okay? But advertise yourselves. Let people know what you're doing and how wonderful you're doing. Last thing, this is for the president. Get the Rotary citation. All right? 25 goals that Rotary establishes for us. You only need to achieve 13. You know the hard one? You got to be +1 member on June 30th. +1. All right? That's the hard one. Okay? Our club lost 12 members this last year. One member passed away because he was out playing basketball with his nephew and then had a massive heart attack, 62 years old. Well, look, again. Oh, my goodness. Oh, thank you, but these weren't supposed to be in there. So look, let's have a great year and have fun. Rotary is about having fun as well as getting out there and supporting our community. We should be having fun when we're doing that. Nothing better than presenting a check to somebody or getting out there and getting dirty, doing a project. It's fun when we're done. And we've done it together. We're friends, we're family, okay? We've done it together. We've got to know such great people. I'm not going to open the questions yet. My wife has a 5-minute message for you. She's going to talk to you a little bit about a personal issue that she needs some help with. So, the First Lady of Rotary, District 6200, Clara Walling. We just got married 50 years.
Yes.
Two weeks ago, or a week ago, huh?
On the
Our
3rd.
anniversary.
On the 3rd, we celebrated our 50th wedding anniversary. My focus of
Bring the
Rotary,
mic to you.
my focus today and this year will be Fighting Disease. Never in a million years did I ever consider cancer would shadow our doorsteps. I'm a CLL, SLL patient of Dr. Jay Brooks, my oncologist at Ochsner's of Baton Rouge. CLL, chronic lymphocytic leukemia, is the most common form of leukemia in adults. According to the American Cancer Society, about 20,000 individuals will receive a new diagnosis this year. CLL and SLL, small lymphocytic lymphoma, are one and the same disease. In CLL, the cancer cells are primarily found in the blood and on the bone marrow. In SLL, cancer is found in the lymph nodes. There is no cure, but thanks to my twice daily chemo pill and the grace of God, coming back up. I am in remission. When I was diagnosed, I was at stage 2. Unfortunately for some, the need for more intense treatment is necessary, and that's where you all come in. Be the match. I'm asking you to consider being a blood stem cell donor. All too often, we believe that it's okay to rely on the family, when in reality, 70% of cancer patients don't have a fully matched donor that they can rely on. What do? They go to Be the Match program. It's an online registry. It takes approximately 10 minutes. Unfortunately, the majority of you in here don't qualify for this. So I'm going to ask you to take it a little bit further. We have to take it out of this room. Ask your children or your grandchildren to be the match. The age that they prefer this match to be is between 19 and 40. That's the most desired donor age, as it offers the greatest chance of a successful transplant. If this isn't an option for you, then address it, as I said, with your family members. Be the match. Blood stem cells can be used to treat more than 75 diseases, and that includes leukemia and lymphoma. Once registered, you'll receive a swab kit in the mail. It's self-stamp addressed envelope. Just do a little cheek swab, return it. They'll go ahead and check it. If you qualify for a donor, they'll give you a call. And nothing costs. It doesn't cost you anything. The Be the Match provides child care if you need to have child care for your child because you're helping someone else. Or if you have to take a couple of days off of work, they'll cover your salary for that day. So please really consider doing this. As a qualified donor, over time, your healthy blood forms healthy blood cells in the recipient, replacing the abnormal cells and creating a healthy immune system. Diversity here is also important. That's that Rotary catchword. It's also of the utmost importance in the donor pool. Lack of diversity among the donors is a problem because to be successful transplant, the patient and the donor need specific genetic markers. Success is even greater if the donor and the patient share that same ethnicity. Otherwise, the potential for rejection is much greater. I'm asking you to look inside yourself, be the match, be a partner in the magic of Rotary. Who here doesn't know someone with cancer who has died from cancer? Please consider a donor registration drive within your own club. I have flyers. All you have to do is put your flyer out and let them take it, and then they'll consider for themselves if that's something that they'd like to do. Through the magic of Rotary, you or someone that you love could potentially save a life. Add saving a life to your bucket list. Be the magic and be the match. And thank you for your attention today.
So look, I'm not going to open it up to questions. I will hang around if anybody has any questions or concerns. I know we're beyond time. I spoke too long. So, cheers, Greg.
Meeting adjourned.